Hello there, everybody. Welcome back to Gooner Gathering. My name is Gooner Limits, and I am joined by the poshest man in all of sports entertainment. It's Posh Bertie over there. Hello, sir.
Oh, hello. I take it everything is fine with you, and you've got no problems whatsoever.
Everything is going as smooth as can be. I have no dental issues whatsoever. Right, okay, let's just peel back the curtain because I like to keep it real on Gooner Gathering, right? So I may have a tube of a potato-based snack that you might be familiar with, ladies and gentlemen, and I thought I might treat myself to some of this delicious potato-based snack. And now I am experiencing pain on the right side of my face that I have never experienced before. But that doesn't matter because we are here on Gooner Gathering this evening for a Champions League watch-along debut on the channel. Are you excited, Posh?
Yes, I cannot wait to watch Arsenal's first foray into this year's Champions League.
Yeah.
And it's it's going to be tough, but we'll see what happens. Let me say hello to people in the chat first. Stacey's in the chat. Good to see you, Stace. And AFC Always is in the chat as well. Good evening, fellas. Good evening. AFC
Good evening.
Always. And Stacey is feeling sympathetic towards your poorly teeth.
She would do. And you know why? Because she's had one pulled literally about a week ago. I had the pleasure of Stacey's company last night. So that was nice. So, right, lots of stuff to get into before we get into the match situation, Posh. I think the obvious one to go into first is to talk about Arsenal captain Martin Odegaard. I think we feared he might be out for a while now. So it appears it's not weeks, but we'll see. What's your reaction to the fact that Odegaard's going to be missing for a little while?
Well, it's not surprising. I, along with many people, said this is months. It's an injury for months. And, people refuse to believe accurate reports, but it's true. Odegaard, and it's the position where we don't have any serious depth. So, it's typical, really. But Ange is in the chat, not that one, saying, "Good evening, Liam Posh. Hope you're not having anaphylactic shock." Not yet. Not yet.
Quite.
We'll see how the match goes.
If I end up on the floor at the end of this, Posh can deal with it. It's fine. Also, a question in the chat from AFC Always. Are you surprised that Sterling isn't in ahead of Martinelli? I'm surprised he's not in ahead of Saka, actually.
I'm surprised that Martinelli is in because of his him being, well, it's an understatement here, out of form. And Saka, I mean, there's arguments for him needing to be rested because you got City coming up and Saka's been run into the ground again. But what do you expect when you have such a small squad? People were saying, why isn't there rotation? You can't really rotate that much, I'm afraid. There's hardly anything to rotate when your squad is wafer thin. I'm just really worried about how Saka's going to do in terms of fitness in this match.
Okay.
Well,
I'll tell you what we'll do, Posh. If I go through the starting 11, and you can tell me what your thoughts are on it. I haven't had a chance to bring it up on the back end yet, but Amy is about to join me on screen, I think.
Excellent.
Amy, you coming in? Amy, do you want to say hello to everyone in chat? Yeah.
Where should people subscribe to?
Amy, say hello to Posh.
Hello to Posh.
Where should people subscribe to?
Gooner Gathering.
That's excellent work, Amy. Thank you very much. Good job, Amy. Thank you very much. Right, let me move my mic down. Right, okay. Good job, Amy. Bless her. And she says hello, Amy. That's really appreciated. Thank you. Right, I'll go through the starting 11 as I try and keep the smile off my face. Raya in goal, of course. It's the back four that I think everyone expected. White, Saliba, Gabriel, and Timber. Now, if you're going to go with what Sky Sports are offering to you right now, you have a three-man midfield of Thomas Partey returning Declan Rice off suspension domestically. Of course, he had a one-match ban. And they are suggesting Kai Havertz is in midfield. We'll see about that in a minute, and I'll tell you why. I'll come back to it. Saka, Gabriel Jesus is in from the start with Gabriel Martinelli. So, Posh, I'll get you to react to that lineup in a 4-3-3 situation. Then I'll give you my thoughts.
So Gabriel Jesus, you can't score to save his life nowadays. Gabriel Martinelli, who's horrendously out of form, and Kai Havertz in midfield. For anyone thinking that we're going to get 3 points here, well, this is be tougher than you think. I think we can, but Havertz in midfield, Jesus, who needs a goal.
He does.
It's really not the lineup I would have gone for. I would have probably had Trossard play in some capacity, but maybe instead of Martinelli. But yeah, or maybe Sterling instead of Martinelli. Basically, I wouldn't have started Martinelli, and I wouldn't have played Havertz in midfield. I'd have probably played him up front.
Right, and that's something I agree with you, Posh. I really do. What if it's not a 4-3-3? What if, say, it's a 4-4-2, and maybe it's Havertz and Jesus up front with Saka and Martinelli in wide midfield with Partey and Rice in the middle?
Well, it would have said on Sky Sports it was a 4-4-2, but it's a 4-3-3.
No.
And
no.
You know, when has Arteta
until we see it,
this formation?
Last match.
No,
against Tottenham.
Still 4-3-3, but yeah, okay.
It was 4-4-2 out of possession. However, listen, what we will see, and I agree with you, Posh. I agree with you. I wouldn't be moving Havertz out of centre forward at all, and I would probably personally giving a full match debut to Raheem Sterling. Actually, the third highest Englishman in the scoring statistics in the Champions League. I'd probably play him ahead of Saka. But then, listen, I'm on the outside watching on a television screen. Obviously, Mikel is there training the guys, and you have to trust him because he's there to do the job. Let me just talk through the substitutes, and quite honestly, Posh, there's one name amongst the substitutes that I hadn't even heard of until about an hour ago, and that would be the name of Jack Porter, the goalkeeper, wearing 92. Clearly, is backup to the backup of Neto, wearing 32. Calafiori is amongst the subs, as is Kivior. Salah Adin Uludi Mohammed, the Egyptian, of course, the number 56 is there. The experienced Jorginho, who was captain, who I actually thought did quite an unsung hero kind of job against Spurs the other day, is amongst the substitutes. Ethan Nwaneri, who I thought might have got a start tonight. Maybe it's more likely he gets a start in the Carabao Cup against Bolton next week, as probably will Miles Lewis-Skelly. Maybe Jim Gower might get a start as well. Premier League 2 Player of the Month, Nathan Butler-Jay, is amongst the subs as well as the two experienced players in Raheem Sterling and Leandro Trossard. So there is a mixture on the bench of experienced Premier League players, and there's a mixture of some very young, inexperienced players in that lineup. Posh, your thoughts over that?
Well, my thoughts are I think we should say good evening to Nick Knack in the chat, who now has to deal with Aaron Ramsdale in goal for him. Good evening, Nick Knack.
Hello, mate.
In the substitutions for Arsenal, the ones I think we should really pay more attention to is Calafiori, Jorginho, Sterling, and Trossard, maybe Kivior. They're the ones that are likely to come on. Munieri, maybe. I don't know. I can't see him coming on in the Champions League, but mind you, I couldn't see him coming on against Spurs. So who knows? The rest aren't going to come
2 seconds. 2 seconds on Nawari. For his little cameo that he played over the weekend, I thought he did a solid job. And he didn't do anything spectacular, but he slotted into a place very, very nicely in the midfield. And when he needed to put his foot in, he did. There's certainly one, if not two tackles he made in the midfield that really probably made an impact. Bear in mind, that game was so tight. Big game to throw a young guy in, obviously, as is tonight, if any of them guys that we just mentioned do get on the field. But, let's try, if you would excuse my pronunciation skills, I will try my bestest to go through the Atalanta side. Can I just point out the captain for Arsenal today is actually Gabriel Jesus. I've just been informed of that over Twitter. So that's an interesting call. I'll carry on with my point, and then we'll carry on.
Yep.
There is a couple of familiar names amongst the lineup here.
Yep.
Carson I don't know. Jamachi. Hein Kolasinac, of course.
Yeah.
Playing Kolasinac looks like he's playing at sort of part of a 3 centre half situation. Ederson, Zappacosta, Rudiger, Darun, captain, the Ketelara, Lookman, of course, we know from Everton days, of course, scored in the Europa League final last season, and Richugia. I won't go through the subs until they come on.
The players I'm familiar with in the Atalanta squad, Kolasinac, obviously. How can we forget him? Zappacosta.
Leave the memories alone.
Zappacosta, who used to play for Chelsea. Darun, the Dutch midfielder. Lookman, of course, who was linked with us. And on the bench, Juan Cuadrado, the Colombian international. Patricio, backup keeper. And Zaniolo, who had a short spell at Aston Villa last season. So there's some players.
You impressed me.
And Pasalic as well, who I recognise. So there are a couple of players in the Atalanta squad that I know that I'm familiar with. So AFC always says, do you think Munieri will play the full 90 minutes against Bolton? He'll probably play a big chunk. I wouldn't say full 90 minutes, but
difficult to say, match situations and everything. I certainly would imagine, unless he picks up a knock throughout from now to next midweek, yes, I do think he'll play a significant chunk. Can I just say also, this game's taking place in Italy, so very appropriate for AFC always saying absolutely.
Toto Schilassi. R.I.P. And absolutely
passed away in the last couple of days. Absolutely well-respected name there, of course. And of course, Tito Jackson, one of the Jackson 5, is mentioned there by AFC always as well, who passed away within the last couple of days. So here we go. We're going to be lining up to the slightly altered Champions League theme. this is a Champions League debut for us, ladies and gentlemen. We have never done a Champions League chat along until tonight. I'm looking forward to this with my really professional mic. I've got my little girl in the background, and this is going to be fun.
Yes, I think the only people that hate this are my parents, who are banished to the other room.
Oh, you haven't thrown them to the other room.
No.
Oh, bless them.
I might get Pedro Wanless in at some point if he wants to make a debut.
Absolutely.
Not a debut, a return, I should say.
It'd be a return. And Nick Knack says it's like a pre-qualifying round. Well, this is the real thing, ladies and gentlemen. As much as someone old school like me might not like it, but this is the real thing. We're in a massive league of about 534 different teams. And AFC Always, of course, says it feels weird playing on Champions League night on a Thursday night. Nick Knack likes the new format. I don't. I'll be honest with you.
You might be in the minority with us here, Nick Knack. It's the Super League, and it's funny that UEFA introduced this format weeks after the Super League was forced to be disbanded. This is the Super League, but they're like saying, "Oh no, this is a Champions League." No, it's the Super League, I'm afraid. The only team that I think love this format are probably Celtic fans.
What a result for them last night! I'll give a shout out to our Scottish champions, of course. Stan Kroenke, I love it. And the table should get interesting over a few games, says Nick Knack. Good to see. Good to watch so many different teams. So, Posh, what did you make of Manchester City's Rodri saying that they're threatening to go on a strike because of the amount of games that are about to play over this season with the league games, the extended form of course, the Champions League as it is, FA Cup, League Cup, and of course with Manchester City, of course they'll be playing the extension of like the Super Cup or whatever it is. What else they play? What are your thoughts on that?
Well, if Man City players go on strike, then it means that other teams have got a better chance of winning a competition. So
seriously, please.
I've not heard of that. I've only just heard that from you, so I can't really comment. Anyway, the atmosphere's buzzing. The Champions League, Arsenal's Champions League campaign is about to kick off. Strikes seem unlikely. I don't believe football is unionized. I don't know. It's a bit like wrestling in a way. You know, there's no. Anyway, Arsenal kick off. Game's underway.
Arsenal playing in their traditional home colours of red and white, shooting from right to left in this first half. Of course, Atalanta in their blue kit with the black shorts, shooting from left to right. Of course, they had a good result over the weekend against Fiorentina, if I'm not mistaken, when they won 3-2.
Nick Knack says, "What's the solution? Reduce the Premier League to 18 teams. Scrap the Nations League. Scrap the Nations League, my friend. It's a pointless tournament." That's what I think.
There's so much football being played everywhere. It's difficult to try and work out what's the right thing to do. Obviously, international football is important, but I feel far much more passionate about calling the Arsenal games, frankly.
Absolutely. But it's also, when you got all these fixtures coming up, it's the job of the recruitment people to make sure the squad's ready for it and don't have a really small squad.
Having said that, Posh, tonight's a bit different than last Sunday, isn't it? Of course, Declan Rice is back.
Yeah.
And the new Mikel looks like he's almost good and ready to go. Obviously out of his sling. Moreno, of course.
Well, he's still got a long time to recover. But if he's out of his sling,
Not
that's
necessarily. Not necessarily. Like I say,
Okay.
I think he was in that sling as a precaution. We'll see. We'll see. I'm not a medical person, mate, but we'll see. As we try and do a little bit of play by play here. Gabriel is on the ball, giving it to Saliba. Not really under an awful lot of pressure at the moment. They're just going to play it amongst themselves at the moment.
Yes. There's Timber to Martinelli. Back to... That's not Timber, that's Gabriel, I beg your pardon.
So for me, Martinelli looks very much like he's in a wide left midfield place. So perhaps this could be an old-fashioned 4-4-2.
Let's wait and see. That was a nice move almost, but Atalanta have it.
Yeah, back to their goalkeeper. And you'll have to excuse us if we don't really know the Atalanta players particularly well.
Here we go.
That's a nice spin there. That's a shot in that's gone wide.
Oh, no.
Gabriel Jesus and Saka involved in that. Goes for a goal kick.
And of course, the referee is the Trossard doppelganger, Clement.
Right.
In case anyone wanted to know.
Quick adjustment on my microphone. Let me just make sure I hit the comments up.
What minute are you chaps on? I'm on 3 minutes, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53.
Yeah, I think me and Posh are just about synced up as Declan Rice is about to take this corner.
On Deckers, he's back in the team. Whip it in, son.
Oh,
punched out from the keeper.
It was a good
Atalanta
one
to clear it.
Only as far
as Saka.
If I'm not, how was Saka on the right? Wasn't it? That's why I had to look twice, because it was Saka on the right.
Yep.
Declan Rice plays to Martinelli.
Keep your head up.
It's an early ball. It's an early ball out, but the execution wasn't like Brett the Hitman Hart. It wasn't excellent as you'd expect.
It was more like the executioner, as in Dwayne Gill.
Very good, very good, very good. But we are, when I end the sentence, we'll be on 5 minutes exactly now.
Okay, Nick Knack says, are Atalanta deliberately sitting deep or are Arsenal forcing them back? At the moment, we're on the front foot, so...
Yeah, I think Arsenal forcing them back a little bit with a bit of intention to... Here we go.
Go on.
Oh, that's a good effort. That's a good effort. It's gone wide.
So positive start so far. Of course, I'm not going to underestimate Atalanta because they're the Europa League winners from last season, ending the Undertaker level streak from Bayer Leverkusen.
Of course. It's one of them few matches of last season when I watched Granit Xhaka and he struggled, so it's hilarious.
Yeah, Kolasinac had a better game. Actually, no, he got hooked at half time.
He did. Raya with a good clearance up the field, to be fair. It's up to our front man to fight for it. It's gone for a throw on to Atalanta, though. Just while we have a little break in play, guys, if you could, there's about 7, 8 of you in the chat. If you could kind of hit that like button, it doesn't cost anything. Of course, if you are not subscribed to our channel, make sure you do so. The channel is doing wonderfully well. I'm very pleased to tell you today we have gone over. This is news to Bertie. we've gone over 340 subscribers
Yeah,
in the last hour.
You sent me the message, and I thought it was lovely, lovely, lovely.
Lovely, lovely. It's gone up since we spoke on that.
Excellent. I think he has AFC always. Don't worry about that.
Yeah,
Nick Nack
we have.
says, Xhaka's been brilliant since he went to Leverkusen. Yes, I agree.
He has. AFC always. I'll probably get in touch with you when I get a chance. Okay. I've got to tell you, I've had some very long days and some very long nights over this last week or so, largely due to my daughter. But yeah, I've seen your messages, mate. So thank you.
And he's saying congratulations to us on our subscribers. Thank you very much, AFC always. And it's always good to see you as one of our regulars.
Yeah, you're always there, mate. It's always appreciated. It really is. And yes, we're seeing a bit of a situation there with the left full back going against Saka here, and looks like it'll be a Atalanta throw here. Still, I do think Arsenal are buzzing all around them, and yeah, not surprisingly to me, Arsenal get the possession right back, and it's gone to Rayo. It's way out his penalty area, but he's only there to launch it up the field. I don't think that was the best decision. Jesus gets a little bit of a knock on the field, but it goes to halfway. Timber gets a little header in the midfield.
Win that one on Timber.
Martinelli plays it off the defender, or midfielder, I should say. Arsenal throw them. I've got to say as well, it's a big recognition. 341 subscribers last time I looked on the YouTube studio. It's not just myself and Bertie. Everybody that has appeared on the channel. Let's go through everybody. Let's go through Sam Wilson. Let's go to Matt Roberts, of course. We've got Emerson Crozier, who dropped the video earlier on for the Arsenal under-19s game in the underage Champions League. I'm not sure what they quite call it, but they're there. Golarza as well, who's there. Spencer in the States, my brother, who's appeared certainly in one video and been in the chat for a couple more. So yeah, lots of people are involved in Gooner Gathering, has really helped us along. So yeah, cheers to everybody. You've worked so hard to get this where we are, and I hope this is only just the beginning of what we're going to do here.
No, absolutely, I couldn't agree more. As Atalanta play it out from the back. Yeah, one of the third defender, number 4 for them. Like I said, I only properly know a few of their players.
Yeah,
I'm not an avid Serie A watcher. Oh,
what we are is Arsenal fans, and that's why we're here, mate. We're here.
Costa. I think that might be Daroon. That's
dangerous
a good cross.
Ball in.
Okay.
Didn't get to anybody. Didn't get to anyone.
Didn't get there, and it's thrown to us.
Yep. See if Arsenal can get them on the counter attack here. Going on the right hand side. That's good. There's Havertz. It's unusual if he's on the midfield place. It's unusual to see him on the right.
There is Saka.
There we go. It's a nice little ball in. Oh, what's the ref given? What's the ref given here? I think he's given a free kick to Arsenal and there's yellow card shown.
Yellow card to
so the number 13.
Edison. Not Man City's Edison, but Edison for Atalanta.
That would be very confusing if that's the case.
Yes, number 13.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. Early
Free kick in
booking
quite
there.
a dangerous position. We've not scored a goal from a direct free kick since the Burnley game a few years ago with Odegaard.
Now would be a good time to do so.
But we don't have Odegaard, of course. Who's going to step up for it? Saka and Gabriel are near there.
I would imagine that would be Saka's all day long, wouldn't it?
The Atalanta keeper looks a bit like Tim Krul. A little bit.
He does a bit, doesn't he? Yeah. I'd see that. I wonder if he can kick goal like Tim Krul. Tim Krul's a really good goalkeeper for me.
Direct free kick goals are a rare thing these days, says Nick Knack.
Mm-hmm.
Especially if you're Arsenal. It's not since 2021.
Yeah. Let's see if we can do something about that right now.
Right.
Trying to provide material for sure.
Saka's there.
All eyes on Bukayo Saka. Put your beer down, Lee. See what happens there.
Don't throw your pint in the air if we score, like those weird England fans.
Why waste it?
Declan
Rice is there as well.
Free kick.
Saka! Oh, it's good save.
Good save. It's going to be a corner.
Yeah.
Oh, no, maybe not. Saka's got his arms like, what are you on about? Oh, keeper got a hand to it there.
And then Party with the follow-up gets the ball off the goalkeeper, doesn't he? Corner, surely.
Clever attempt from Saka, says Nick Knack. I agree. No, goal kick.
I think they've got it wrong now. That came off Party off to the goalkeeper.
Don't know what Trossard was doing there as refereeing, but
Trossard? Yeah. Oh, yeah. I get you. I get you. Funny reference.
Clement
Thank you,
Turpin,
mate.
that's his name. That's a foul.
How encouraged are you seeing our new number 12 at left back, mate? Timber.
I think he's been did very well against Tottenham. This is a good ball. Can Jesus get there? No. Don't be out-battled by Kolasinac. Come on.
We'll have our moment against Kolasinac in a bit, mate. Don't worry about that. Leave their memories alone, for crying out loud.
Please. Zappacosta now. Ooh, Atalanta can now have a spell of possession.
For all of you who are watching us right now, if you could potentially share your share the stream amongst your people on your main Twitter account or whatever you've got, that would be really helpful. Get the algorithm excited, etc. Atalanta on the attack here. They try and play a lifted ball into the penalty area. It's gone beyond the byline. It's the corner to Atalanta.
Nick Knack says they're not piling men forward. Well, they almost scored here. Declan Rice dealt with it well, and it's a corner. Difficult to breach this Arsenal defence unless you overload them, says Nick Knack. Yeah, well, we'll see how Atalanta what they do. Lookman's going to take the corner.
Goes beyond everyone. It's gone outside the penalty area.
I think he'll try and
goes wide line. Header goes beyond the byline. Goal kick. Easy for Arsenal to deal with that one. They can play that as long as they want. It's not a problem. I'd love to know where you're all watching us from. Let us know in the comments where you're watching us from. You don't have to give me an address, obviously. I'm not going to follow you.
Rye's going to take the goal kick.
I'm going to have a quick look around.
All right, my lover. Wiltshire in the UK.
Wiltshire. Oh, lovely to see you.
Good to see you.
Or give you a
Yes.
little recap of what's gone on in the Champions League this evening in Holland. Feyenoord have been absolutely trounced by Granit Xhaka's Bayer Leverkusen. They've been beaten 4-0 on in that one. Another full time is Benfica getting an away win at a side I'm not sure I can pronounce, in fairness. Crevena Zadina. There you go. That's my best pronunciation of that. And Atletico Madrid are 1 goal down to RB.
RB Leipzig.
Yep. It's Sesko as well. Obviously, one of the targets that Arsenal had allegedly in the summer. Arsenal throw in the penalty area.
Come on. Shoot!
Shot comes in from Declan Rice.
No, it was
it Martinelli? It was Martinelli. It was. It went wide.
Oh, yeah. That'll be Twitter going mental now, as it's Martinelli that did that. Oh,
excellent.
Dear, that was off target.
Having a little look around the other two games, Monaco have just gone 1-up against Barcelona, and Barcelona are actually down to 10 men already. Eric Garcia has been sent off in 10 minutes. I'm not sure if I can pronounce the name of the Monaco scorer.
Let's have a look. Akilucci.
Thank you.
Like that.
Bless you.
Just seeing if. Thank you. Balogun is on the bench for Monaco.
Oh, interesting.
Have a look.
Yeah.
Leeds and the Monaco team, says Nick Knack.
Wow, there you go.
So there you go. Southampton are beating Barcelona, technically.
Yeah, allegedly.
Minamino and Salisu, I believe.
Yeah, meantime, Havertz has committed a foul against Kolasinac. And a free kick to Atalanta, just in the midfield area at the moment. Let's make sure we hit that like button, guys. That really helps us out if you could, please. And if you haven't subscribed already, go to Gathering, or indeed to Posh Bertie's YouTube channel, who we are streaming off tonight as well. You're welcome.
I don't have many plans for that channel. It's just there if we end up getting absolutely battered and I need to say some things that I can't say on this channel.
Exactly.
Will I say any of those things tonight? Probably not, because I'm too tired for that. Famous last words, but if we lose, I might be too tired for a full-blown rant. You might get a mini one instead.
What's this? Where's your confidence, sir?
I said if.
Right. This is the person, ladies and gentlemen, who was telling me all through the previous week that, you know, he was ever so worried about the North London derby, and of course we came through it quite nicely. I thought might not have been the most spectacular, might not have been the most spectacular game in the world, but we came through it just nicely.
I'm telling you, Coventry City could have been my third favourite team of 2024 behind Ebbsfleet and Arsenal. If they beat Tottenham yesterday, because they knocked out Maidstone. They knocked out Maidstone in the FA Cup, and they could have knocked out Tottenham, but they didn't. They were close, but
it was all good until about the 88th minute, wasn't it?
Tottenham got sent to Coventry.
Very funny. That is why you watch us, ladies and gentlemen, for humour like that. Meantime, in real time, here we go. That will be Arsenal progressing in the midfield. How many Stellas have I had?
Atalanta sitting deep here.
It certainly is.
But let's see if we can do something from it.
Exactly. There's not a lot of space out there, is there? Maybe there might be something here with that little pass that...
No, Zappacosta, I think, made a block. Go on.
No foul there.
Atalanta can counter.
Yep.
Now it's our turn to sit in our area. Atalanta
Knick-knack
getting
in the
some
chat.
possession going.
Snicknack says Coventry play Spurs off the park. Super unlucky to get knocked out last night. Yes, they were.
Believe
Of
we've got a
course,
free kick.
Of course, we play our Carabao Cup game next week against Bolton Wanderers.
Yes, absolutely.
And if I can, I'll certainly be here. I don't know about my broadcast partner or not. I'm not going to put you on the spot right now, mate. I will be
Wednesday.
here.
I'll probably let you know if I'll be there in due course.
I will. I am committing. I will be there. Even if I'm on my own, ladies and gentlemen, I'll be here.
I think I'll be able to be there. We'll wait and see.
I'll be here when you get there.
Oh, I thought you were going to sing the Friends theme. I'll be there for you. That one.
I'll tell you something, son. I've been singing that down my local, just literally a quarter of a mile down the road from here. And come down to see if you're around Springfield, Chelmsford, at the Gardeners Pub, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh,
Me and Nigel have been main eventing over the last few weeks. We ended with the Grease Megamix last Sunday. It was incredible.
Tell me more.
Did you get very far?
Did you?
Hey.
Martinelli now. Gabriel. Party. Rice.
First quarter of the game gone, 0-0.
Martinelli loses out on possession again. Gabriel wins it back. We're pushing forward here.
Yep.
Party. Sorry, my poshness just came out there.
Party. All right. All right, Tess.
Okay, right.
Nothing comes from that attack, ladies and gentlemen, as Kolasinac tries to play it out from defence.
And actually succeeds in doing so. Good heavens.
Don't get too excited.
Being a bit
now,
cheeky
what's the ref doing here?
Let him take the free kick.
I don't know. Was the ball moving? Do you want to give him a yellow card for that, ref? Yes, that was, of course, a direct reference to the Declan Rice sending off.
Nick Knack says, we look like we've got the measure of this Atalanta side. I
agree. We might have to be patient.
We played a little better than I thought. I thought it is going to be tough, but we've held our own quite well. Famous last words. But Atalanta have the ball here. But one goal changes everything. I think. Oh, they're claiming
love
they're trying to get a free kick.
Changes everything. Love changes rules. Da, da, da.
They seem scared to take the game to you. I probably wouldn't use the word scared. But here they are, Atalanta, though. They're looking to get an
They're
attack
on the attack
going.
right now.
So he might cross it in. Good header away there from, I think that's Gabriel.
Yeah.
But Atalanta
straight
can win
back to the halfway line.
There's Hine, not Carl Hine, but they've got Hine and Edison.
Again, that'd be really weird if Hine and Edison were playing for Atalanta.
Cross. Oh, no, Atalanta keep it in. Zappacosta tried a deep cross, but they kept it in on the other side. I think that's Lookman now. Let's be careful with him.
That's a really good point, Posh. I think a player has really matured since he left Everton, actually.
Used to play for Fulham, didn't he? And Everton, of course.
Of course, yeah.
All right. And of course, Lookman used to play for Charlton. That's where he started his career.
Did he play for Charlton as well? I don't remember that.
I think he did. I read somewhere.
Here comes the Arsenal again. I must say, I looked at the formation and I thought, surely Havertz hasn't been dropped.
Started his career at Charlton, Lookman.
Look, Havertz has gone centre forward all of a sudden. He's gone number 9.
Well, that's good. He's better off up front.
Yes, he is. 100% he is. However, he does have certain attributes to his game that make him quite a strong player in the midfield, although I do prefer him, of course, as your striker. Free kick given there to Atalanta, unfortunately. I think Gabby Jesus has committed a foul there. Nick Knack in the chat is saying it could be 0-0 like the City game last night. I got to tell you, I weren't particularly impressed with City last night.
No, I think I said it was a Simone Inzaghi masterclass last night. I think.
Right. So what did you make of the fact that they dropped their top scorer and captain?
It worked. It worked. They managed to hold off City and they contained them. Anyway, if you're not impressed with a 0-0 draw the Etihad, may I remind you, that's the same result we had last season under Arteta. So, anyway, Atalanta now.
I'll come back to you. Atalanta keep
are a
it
good
on.
team, Nick Knack.
They are. I can hear frustration out of my broadcast colleague.
Yes.
Atalanta coming at us, but Arsenal putting your players back as well.
We're forcing them back here.
Yeah. Back on the halfway line, near enough. However, one little turn can open the play up a little bit. But Arsenal have got the back four intact. Ball out on the right-hand side. Timber doesn't go and sliding in. There's a shot.
Okay, off target, almost.
Yeah, goes wide on the left-hand side of the goal from our point of view here. So, in response, obviously, to what we were just talking about with Manchester City last night, I clearly said something just to poke the bear a little bit.
Well,
perhaps we need to drop our number 9 centre forward to go ahead and go and beat someone in the Champions League, showing some ambition clearly.
If only we had sufficient depth up front. Goal update. Lamine Yamal has equalised for 10 men Barcelona. May I remind you, he's 17. I don't know if anyone's mentioned his age at all.
How old is he, Bosh?
He was 16, I believe.
Was that a year ago?
I had to stop myself from making a joke. That could have taken this channel.
Come on,
I'm not doing
no. Let's link it to a Beatles song. He was just 17, and you know what I mean.
He was 16 at the start of the Euros. Yes, Nick Knack. That's
there you go.
I don't know if anyone has known that yet, but yeah.
But the way he looked was way beyond compare. That's a Beatles song, ladies and gentlemen.
We might have to let that be for a minute and look at this chance I might have. They're coming forward here. We'll do with that. Thank you.
I like what you just did there, boys. It was good work, mate. You set me off on my giggling bits.
Good clearance there. Atalanta still have it, though.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay.
I bet you don't get commentary like this on TNT Sports. To tell you that much. Unbelievable.
Mm.
Let me just pull off an Ali McCoist
Oh,
impression.
that's
No, I don't think
giveaway
that's going to
there
go
from
anywhere, mate.
Atalanta, but they've intercepted it. Arsenal claiming for a foul, but nothing's given.
No, looked a clean tackle from where I was watching, mate, actually. Am I obviously keeping it 50-50 down the middle?
Mm. But yeah, of course, it's more unusual nowadays. He was mentioning previous players that played when they were like 17. Giggs, Rooney, Fabregas, and all that.
Yeah. See Letizio's name that mentioned in there as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, best not bring him up.
We've got a visitor. Hello, Hetty's here. Can you be a lucky mascot?
Who's that at the door? Who's that at the door?
Can you be a lucky mascot for us and get us a goal? Or it might be the other way around and she gives Atalanta a goal.
Hetty. Hello.
Right. Let's pay attention here because Atalanta have the ball.
I have. I think the play stopped, mate.
Okay.
I think it's an Arsenal throw on, if I'm not mistaken. Timber to probably take it, I think, if it's at left back. There he is.
Because of course they have the colours of the shirts in the names of the scoreboard.
Right.
When I see that bit of red, it looks like Arsenal have had a man sent off. So I just look at it going, "Oh, hang on."
Really?
What's happened? But no. Xhaka's not playing for us anymore.
It's a red card, but for who? What's Bertie?
Oh, Rice again.
Don't even get me started on that, mate. Did you see? Did you see blooming Dermot Gallagher last night?
No.
And the mic'd up thing with Michael Owen.
Oh, did they release the audio footage?
Yes, they did.
Ooh.
What a load of
cobblers.
Nonsense.
Well,
Stacey's got something to say.
You stole my cat, Bertie. I've had Hetty since 2018. So I don't know if I knew you, Stacey, then.
No.
Are both teams happy with the draw here? No. I want to win this.
No. Absolutely not. There's only one way we could get through in a Champions League format.
Yeah.
Old school or not, you have to win here.
Mm-hmm.
The thing is, I'm very aware that European football is very different to Premier League football, and sometimes you have to be a little bit patient. I've got the feeling the way this is going, I think we could see a later goal for Arsenal.
Yeah, I'm thinking this could potentially be a cheeky 1-0 to the Arsenal here if we're lucky.
Oh, I like that.
Lucky, yeah, it just feels like it, but anything can happen, as I said.
You have to think, of course, it's a very different situation to previous versions of this competition. There isn't several different leagues. There's just one massive old league, which makes no sense because no one plays each other home and away. Literally, the way we are set up, we play certain teams home and certain teams away, which clearly is not fair. So, anyway.
Stacey says she's had Phoenix since 2012, so minimum age could be 12. So Phoenix in cat years is a veteran. Veteran of the business. Nick Mack says less importance on the first game, I guess, with 7 more games still to come. And every game's important in the Champions League. And I want to kick our campaign off with a win because we've got some tough opponents coming up as well, like Inter Milan, as I mentioned. Girona as well are going to be tough. They surprised a lot of people last season in the Spanish league. PSG next, then 4th and 5th games, Inter and Sporting away. So yeah, it's Sporting Lisbon, of course. We had history with them a few seasons ago. I think it's time to get our sweet revenge.
It's erased from my memory, mate. I can't remember.
Girona are the team they have sold most of their stars. I don't know where they are in the Spanish league at the moment, but of course, I remember last season was it 2nd or 3rd, but they definitely surprised a lot of people.
I have to apologise for my big old yawn there. I've had a long week. I'm really sorry. I think I'm doing rather well to last as long as I've lasted tonight. Back, of course, Arsenal with the ball amongst our defenders at the moment.
Patchwork grabbing bargains and free transfers, says
talking about Girona.
And of course, when we play them, we will sing My Girona to the tune of My Sharona. But that will wait until January for that. See, I've encouraged you now. Mike Chioda.
Mike Chioda.
We've been opened up here. Atalanta. Oh no. Okay,
I won't say opened up because I can certainly see.
But here come Atalanta.
I can certainly see a back four in front of them, so they're struggling to find the space.
Yeah, it's quite cagey, isn't it? It's been majority of the game. It's been very cagey.
It's kind of what I expected out of tonight, to be honest. 38.5 minutes gone, ladies and gentlemen. We are 0-0 as Atalanta are on the attack. They're going at us on their left-hand side, but that clever little play is just going to go past the byline, and Raya will take the goal kick.
People are saying that Arsenal miss Odegaard's composure in this game. Your thoughts?
Odegaard's a class player for me. I think he reeks consistency. Some people might argue with me. But, I think at the moment, 0-0 away from home at the moment. Yeah, we're not doing too bad.
We just need to break the duck. We need to break the deadlock.
Yeah, I agree. But I see that happening more in the second half, honestly. But we'll see. I might be wrong. Raya might be looking to play a ball whenever you like, mate. Whenever you like. Okay, just play it to Gabriel. That'd be fine. I thought he might be looking to launch it up the field a little bit there, but he didn't.
Nick Knack says he's finding this game a bit dull. I get what you mean.
I do too, to be honest.
I think both teams are they're playing quite conservatively.
How can I say it? It's not got the open field like maybe a Premier League game might have.
He can't. Bit too chess-like, yeah.
Yes, indeed. I don't have enough chess energies to bring out here, to be honest.
And
could you possibly be my king?
There have been no Arsenal shots besides the free kick, which is.
What about on the Atalanta side?
I'm talking about the Arsenal side, where there was.
Have they tested Raya though?
There was one shot, wasn't there? But it went wide. So I wouldn't say it was off. There had been a shot or two from Atalanta, but not on target.
Not on target. So cagey is probably what you're saying. Nick Knack in the chat is saying, I'm sure Atalanta would take the draw right now.
Well, that's them. I want to win this.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, I think Arsenal quite deliberately rested Trossard, for example, because I think he'd be so important on Sunday.
I should
But
think he'll come on at some point.
Yeah, probably.
Oh, careful. Good clearance there.
Yeah.
Might be Partey doing
And
the clearance.
gets a bit
Come
of
on.
distance. Well,
Come on. Oh, what is this? Win that back. Right, go. And the referee
free
blows the whistle.
kick.
Free kick to Atalanta.
Yeah, unfortunately, you're right. That's Calafori. Like you say, Posh, I think, and like Nick Nack is saying as well, it's been a bit cagey, a bit waiting for the next one to make a move, kind of thing.
And
Arsenal as the away side, I think we're doing okay.
And Griezmann has equalised for Atletico Madrid against Leipzig.
Wow.
So yeah, there's Timber. Timber's playing in the middle there as a centre back. Gabriel's at left back, almost
Temporarily. Yeah. It's something I think he's quite capable of doing. We've spoken about that before, Posh. Arsenal throwing pretty much on halfway as we are approaching a half-time whistle. Arsenal keeping the possession. Back to Raya. Raya way out his penalty area, it's got to be said. Launches a big ball out. I'm not sure that was the greatest idea. But leads to an Arsenal throw on. Ben White, that's the first time I've said Ben White's name. On 44 minutes, takes a throw on there. Little bit of a head on.
Ooh.
Half a chance. Lays it off. It'd be lovely to get a bit of a shot in.
Yes. Be a nice time to get a goal as well. Martinelli, keep your head up. Right.
Keep possession. Does well. And they lose it. They lose it high up in the field.
Martinelli should have got there.
Do you lose his foot in? I'm not sure. However, you're right, Posh. It's disappointing. Approaching 45 minutes. It's very, very, very cagey. However, it's Champions League. It's going to be far less open than maybe a Premier League game might be. So, looking at that point of view, I'm not saying I'm happy with it, but at 0-0 approaching with a minute added on, I'm not upset about it, if you understand what I mean.
Would you put Trossard on in the second half?
Yes. I'm not sure when though. I might play the Trossard card in about 60 minutes. Possibly for Jesus. Because you've got to bear in mind Jesus is coming back from an injury as well. This is his first start of the season proper. Without looking at stats, guys, so if I'm wrong, correct me. I think I'm right there. Not losing seems to be a problem.
I don't think we're able to get a chance here. The whistle's gone for half time. Not losing seems to be a prerogative. No, I don't want to lose. I don't want to lose this, of course. But I want to kick things off with a win. I think it would be a bit of a statement to get an away win against the Europa League winners.
Absolutely. So a very, very cagey match so far. even in terms of possession, I think it's quite close between the two. Quite honestly, as we go into the breaks, what are your thoughts before we go to half time?
Well, I think a lot of people here. It's been a bit boring, really. I think cagey is more of a scientific word, but I think we need to change our attack. I think Trossard might have to maybe even take Jesus off and put Trossard up front or something.
Yeah.
Or bring Havertz up front and then, put Trossard in like I don't know.
In the second midfield position, perhaps?
Perhaps, but he wasn't the best there against Tottenham. I'd probably play Trossard up front maybe for and take Jesus off.
Yeah.
Just something to add. We need a bit of oomph in this game.
Fair enough. I do agree with you, Bosch. Let's see. There's another comment in the chat. What I am going to have to do before too long is come off the screen and do some alterations on where I am here on the back end. Nick Knack says there's nothing on the game really. Emerson Kosia says hello. He says good evening, chaps. Posh, I'm going to have to throw it to you for a minute because I've literally got about 2 minutes on my computer left.
No worries. Okay.
I'll throw it to you and I'll be right back.
All right. Yeah. I think I agree with the majority of people. It's a boring first half. We've got to just, get the cat excited, as they say. Get Trossard on, maybe. But yeah, take Trossard off for Jesus. On for Jesus, sorry. Yeah. Yes, he needs to plug it in. He'll probably switch to his phone or something. This is where the new format doesn't really work. I never liked this new format anyway, because it's just what the Super League was. And of course, the more fixtures. So, yeah. There's no jeopardy. Right. I want to do well in the Champions League. I want this team to make a statement. I want us to win this game. But if you mean it doesn't feel like any jeopardy by the way both teams are playing, but this is an important game. I want to start our opening Champions League campaign off with a win.
No, I'm back with you in audio form at the moment, Posh. I do kind of agree with you. I think it's quite cagey out there. I do feel that there will be chances, but I think we might have to just wait our time a little bit. Posh, if you want to have a little bit of a half-time break, I can
get some water.
What I'm going to do, ladies and gentlemen, we will be back in about 5 minutes. We're going to go for a half-time intermission, if you like. So, guys, we will be back. We're just going to take a little bit of a break, and we'll be back in just a little bit, okay?
Welcome back. Emerson Cozier says, how many points or wins to see us through the knockout stage? I do not know at the top of my head, but it'll be nice to win games like this. Hopefully we will. We just need to get a bit more creative spark. Get Trossard on for Jesus. Jesus has not had the best of games. But yeah. Yes, don't scratch the carpet, Hetty. Automatic qualification is the equivalent of top 5 in a 20-team league. Essentially. But, yeah.
You came back rather quicker than I thought you would do, sir.
Yes, well...
I thought you'd give me at least a chance to breathe.
Oh, no, I was holding the fort. I was eager to watch more boring football.
Tell me what you really think about Champions League.
No, it's not the Champions League as a whole. It's the way we've been playing. And, we always seem to do this away from home against these teams. It's not easy on the eye at all. So, like we say, I think we need to go for it. I think get a bit of Trossard action.
It might not be easy on the eye, but are we not doing a decent job to stop Atalanta as the home side?
We're doing a decent job to stop Atalanta, but at the same time, this is a game we need to win. There needs to be a balance somewhere, and yeah.
Yeah, there has to be a balance. But like I said, I think we're at a stage. We're the opening night in Champions League competition here, guys. And I do think that we have to be a little bit patient because as the away side, I think it's very, very difficult, right? You have to be a bit careful, a bit. How can I say, just a little bit patient. Yes, I do think Arsenal are going to win this. I do think we're going to win it with the goal in about the 67th minute, if you want me to be completely accurate with you. There you go. There's a little bit of a short 4 years later on, but yeah, it's been cagey, but I totally expected the game to be like this. Honestly.
Yeah. Playoff round means top 6
wait.
in this league. I don't know. No, I'm not.
Nick Nack. Can I just remind you before we put your comments up? We are really strictly a PG channel. I can see your comment. I know what you mean, but I've got my 12-year-old daughter behind me, so you've got to understand we are completely PG for that reason. Okay, mate. We've got no issues. Don't worry about it. But bear in mind that's the reason I'm not going to put your comment up right now. Look, I'm going to disappear just for a minute because Bertie, you caught me a little bit. No, don't worry, Nick Nack, you're good. Don't worry, because listen, I'm on headset right now. Listen, if my daughter hears what I say, she's going to pick it up like a sponge. So you're all good. Don't you worry. No apologies needed. You're all good. Look, I am going to say. I didn't know you were going to go in straight as way when you did. I'll be back in about a minute. Okay.
No worries.
Thank you, mate. Cheers. Thank you for holding the fort.
Yeah. No worries. Right. Will be kicking off the second half. I do wonder if there'll be any changes being made. There should be, as I've said. Who knows? Maybe Sterling might come on. I don't know. Yeah, just waiting for the second half to kick off. What do you think, Hetty? You think Trossard needs to come on? You think Trossard needs to come on? Yes. Onus is on Atalanta, really. Maybe Arsenal do just take the point. It's just the games afterwards. PSG, Inter Milan. You got to try and win those games. If we don't win against Atalanta, that's easier said than done. Yeah, it's just the way we've been playing recently, and the drop of quality, the drop in quality that Martinelli has been having, like the past few games, is yeah.
Hello, Posh. I'm back with you in audio form.
Hello, Mr. Meadows. I'm trying to figure out what to say.
Yeah.
I've said what I've wanted to say, really. The fact that it's been a boring first half, Trossard needs to come on, and the drop in quality that Martinelli's been having is really concerning.
That's probably why Martinelli is out there right now, trying to get himself back into form. I thought he had some decent moments in the North London derby, actually, where he performed. So, I mean, like I say, I wouldn't say spectacular, but I thought he played pretty decent in terms of I think I gave him a 6.5 out of 10 on the day, and I'll probably stick by it looking back at it. But look, I do understand Trossard has had that little spark, that little bit of creative genius, that big game player that you do talk about, and yeah, I understand what you're saying. You can see Arteta and the coaching staff coming back out there. What will happen in the second half?
Doesn't look like there's going to be changes. It's the same team. Can't say I agree with that, but it looks like Arteta will be waiting to the 67th minute again.
Right. Okay. Can we leave your Arteta agenda just behind for a minute? And look, I know we agree to disagree at sometimes, right?
No, I'm just saying that I think we should have made a sub for the second half. That's all.
Would you say you would be saying Trossard for Martinelli, right?
Trossard, either Martinelli or Jesus, one of the two.
Right.
Preferably at the moment, Jesus.
Right.
Maybe put Trossard on the wings and get Martinelli up front, like the old days.
What I'm thinking at the moment, as we have kicked off in the second half, is the fact that maybe he is looking at this game with the fact that Man City is in the very close horizon. That's why he's been a bit cautious on what cards he has to play. I'll be back on screen with him just a minute, mate.
No worries.
Emerson saying no changes at this point. No, you're right. You're right, mate. Some of the joy of having this channel, I've said it before in the North London derby, is we might not always agree with each other, but the tendency to respect each other's opinions It makes it quite fun to watch.
It's our
I
love of
think.
wrestling that brings us together.
Oh yeah,
that's what holds the bond. You know.
You know it.
If one of us was into wrestling or none of us were, we'd probably hate each other by now, and we'd end up like the Gallagher brothers, pre-reunion.
But I said maybe you're gonna be the one that saves me.
I'm starting off again now. All right then.
He's had a beer.
I can tell. Right. Arsenal in possession again. Come on, let's raise the tempo here. Oh,
Yeah,
don't
absolutely.
give it all away like that. Oh,
free kick given, unfortunately, on the halfway line. My boy Havertz, unfortunately. And coming back to the screen, ladies and gentlemen, he is the founding father of Goonie Gathering. Here he is. It's Goonie Meat.
I was expecting a Joe Hendry, like. Oh, careful. Oh, he goes down. Penalty, surely. Yeah.
No. What?
Penalty.
It's outside the area.
It's
Absolutely no chance. Absolutely no chance of penalty. Absolutely no chance. Absolutely no chance.
He pointed to the spot. Yeah,
no.
Penalty to Atalanta.
No, it started outside the area. No chance.
No, it's a penalty. They're checking it.
I'm not worried. It's not a penalty. It's a VAR. Take it to free kick outside the penalty area. Look.
No, look. It's in the area. Look.
No, it started outside. No, it started outside. Still VAR checking at it. For the initial pull outside the box. So, right at the start of the second half, ladies and gentlemen, we do have a VAR check for a penalty kick. Check goes on. David Rea.
And if it is going to be a penalty, then the fans will blame the ref for us going 1-0 down.
Posh! Stop it!
Look, it was in.
Stop it! No, not a chance.
He might give it. You know, he might give it.
Still checking it. Inside or outside? There's a clip on the calf muscle. Let's have a look. Still check going on. If they were convinced it was a penalty, it would be given already. The check has taken more time than the play in the second half already. Check over. Hold on.
He's pointed to the spot. Yeah. As I said, penalty. You know, I wanted to be wrong. I wanted people to be wrong about Thomas Partey, but I'm afraid they're right. He's done.
You can't say that after one play, mate. That's really, really harsh. Let's see what happens before we continue this discussion, shall we? 50 minutes, just about 50 and a half minutes on the clock. Raya going back into his position. He's going on the goal line. Who's the taker? Number 32, please, for Atalanta.
32.
Retegu for Atalanta.
Steps up.
saved.
Well done, Raya. Hang on, rebound.
Double save.
Oh, double save.
It's a
Well,
fantastic
Raya.
double save.
Come on.
Wonderful
You
from our
legend,
goalkeeper.
Raya. Come on.
What a great double save that was. From the
Oh,
Spaniard.
my word.
Let's make
He
sure
has been our
everyone's
best player
outside the
this
area.
season. Look at it. Yes. He's been our best player this season.
So the initial save, he dived to his right, then the follow-up came in with a header in the centre of the goal.
Oh.
Raya managed to palm it away. Then he had to keep on that concentration. It's a corner kick
Hang
to
on, it's a corner.
Atalanta.
Don't do what happened when I was playing Football Manager.
I remember, I was there.
Oh, good block.
The shot is blocked initially. It's going to go away. It's out of play. They need to breathe and they need to get some composure into this second half. And I think composure, Jorginho is what I think right now. I think Jorginho for Jesus. I make Havertz go up front. I put Jorginho in midfield. That's what I do right now.
But I also, I got to get my boy Trossard in there. You know that.
I understand that, Posh. You've got your favourite, so do I. That's what makes this such fun to...
Well, I'm afraid your favourite has gone to Crystal Palace.
I prefer not to speak.
Knick-knack, what did I miss? Yeah, it was a penalty to Atalanta. And yeah, Raya saved it. It was a double save.
It was a wonderful double save.
It was in the box, in my opinion. People say it started outside. It was committed in the box, I'm afraid. And
I
Thomas
disagree
Partey,
with you,
I'm afraid, did not do a good job there.
Who did do a good job was David Raya.
Yeah.
Absolutely agree with that.
Barely any contact. Well,
I agree.
Well, look, it's happened, and Raya was the saviour. For now,
what was fantastic? What was fantastic about that was the fact that he got up straight away from the pen save to react to the reaction to it, the rebound. And he did a good job there.
He wants to go out. She's had enough. She's
okay.
As well. Right. Oh, Atalanta now. They're looking motivated after that penalty.
I don't know. I'd be quite upset if I was them.
Good header away.
It's kind of like how I expect this game to go. I thought it'd be hard work. I didn't expect us to be in a position where we'd be having a penalty going against us, of course. But that's what's happened. Ray has done a great double save. We need to just wake up a bit quite quickly, I think.
Yeah.
Knick-knack, son. That's what you signed him for. That's the reason why Ramsdale now plays for Southampton.
Havertz was caught napping there. He could have chased after that, but he didn't see the ball.
I was watching the chat, honestly, Posh. So I didn't. I didn't see it then. Oh goodness!
AFC always says, "What a save from Raya." Best goalkeeper and defence for years. Don't jinx anything. The game's not over yet. But I do agree, AFC always.
I do agree.
And I agree with Emerson here. Jorginho on for Partey. Yeah, I agree.
I would actually make a slightly different change. I'll bring Jorginho on, yes. I probably be thinking off, but that might kick me in the bum. I don't know. No, it doesn't. Not immediately anyway, as Atalanta on the counter-attack.
Jorginho has the acceleration of a fully loaded tractor, says AFC always.
All right, okay.
He's not there for acceleration, though.
It's not.
He's not there for acceleration.
He's there to screen the defence, right? and I think that's what he done very, very well in the North London derby. And I think perhaps as maybe the nerves are jangling a little bit, certainly are on my end, that maybe Jorginho's influence might be very, very welcome at this stage. Feels like a game for experience rather than youth at the moment.
We're not in the late 60s in minutes at the moment. Careful, Raya. Well done. Jesus has been awful. I agree, I'm afraid. The knee injuries have ruined him. Yeah, Jesus has not had a good game. And this is probably this is why I said potentially Trossard on for Jesus and switch him and Havertz, get Havertz up front.
I think we're agreeing on who we're taking off. I think it's just a case of who we take him off for. I think. And I'll try and be a bit fair to Gabriel Jesus. This is his first start of the season, and he's already played 46 minutes. There is a double change.
The subs I asked for.
Wow, that is a double change since Partey.
Oh my word, they've listened to us. I said Jorginho on for Partey and Jesus on for Trossard. Jesus does not look happy.
He doesn't, but it's probably the right call. You would need to give the captain's armband, I presume, to Jorginho. Look at the goal line technology here, mate.
Look at Ryan. Look. Oh, my word.
That was blinking close. I tell you what. Can I...
Whisker away.
Probably quite fitting on his birthday today. That was a David Seaman-like save, that was.
The save from the
David Raya. Brilliant stuff.
The reason why Ramsdale now plays for Southampton. A lot of people doubted. It's one of the things I actually praise Arteta for, that signing. Because people thought this is a bit weird, that almost replacing Ramsdale, but it actually turned out to be the right call, in my opinion. That's one thing I'll praise Arteta for. It's that signing.
And we both agreed on it, 100%. Right, so double change before the hour mark, Posh. Would you like to make a comment about that?
I can't believe it. It's like they're listening to us on their earpiece. No, it's the changes I asked for as well.
Yeah.
So
Honestly, today I thought for my starting 11, I would have played Jorginho alongside Rice today, and I would have rested Thomas Partey. That's what I would have done. Just because, of course, Rice had the suspension, and of course, Jorginho had only played the one game as captain in North London derby. I would have played him again today.
Yeah.
Wow. Jorginho, yes, as Emerson quite rightly says, is now the captain.
It's good from Raya, that. Oh, okay.
Yep. Throw on to Arsenal. Good position. He's offside there, surely. He was taking that too quick. No, it's their substitution for Lookman's coming off, I think, mate. No, it's not. Sorry. I blame the subtitles for that completely. Sorry. Quadraro, yeah, quite right. And Decante coming on. Decante later. I don't know. I don't know. AFC always top gunners are saying Mikel
Simeone. Well, I haven't seen Mikel Arteta get David Beckham sent off at all, so I don't know if.
Is he tweeting? Is he really AFC always? He better not be.
Tweeting. No. I was looking at Twitter. I tweeted Raya, you beautiful boy, when he saved it. That was the last tweet I did. I was just looking, just to gauge what Nick
Please,
gauge.
sir.
What,
I didn't. I didn't really, sir. I didn't. I think we might have been in this position before. Perhaps maybe last weekend. Saka with a corner, mate.
Absolutely. Quadrado's 36. I knew he was
Is he?
30s. I thought it was like 33 or 32.
Go on, Saka. Go on, lad.
Go on, Bukayo. A corner is usually good for us.
It's a good one.
Header! Oh my god. Goal kick.
Foul, I think, given in the area.
Okay.
Havertz got the flick on. But yeah, unfortunately, nothing from that. I don't want to address the elephant in the room. I definitely wouldn't have played Havertz in midfield tonight.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have done.
Will I be doing more streams on Football Manager? I don't know. I think I think when FM25 comes out in November, definitely I'll be getting that and I'll be streaming Arsenal save.
Go retro, mate. I would.
What retro football management?
Yeah, exactly. Keep it going on the save you got, mate. I would.
I've been a busy boy recently.
I know you have.
I've been a bit of behind the scenes. As you know, my dad is stepping down from his job after 11 years at the helm, and I've been organising his leaving party in a certain big area in London. And yes, AFC always says the moon is sensational tonight. Have you got no clothes on? You're looking at the mirror from behind, AFC always. Full moon out tonight.
Tell me you didn't just say that.
Stop mooning. Anyway.
Just standing alone.
Nick Nack 97-98 was peak Championship manager.
Oh, hell yeah.
Cherno Samba, Freddie Adu. That's the mid 2000s Championship manager. The real ones will know that. Cherno Samba, Freddie Adu.
Emmy?
They were the main ones to buy.
Amy, come over. Amy, tell me. You know.
Look out the window. You understand what I meant. I can't. I'm looking at football at the moment.
It's kind of difficult when you're on a stream, mate.
Yeah.
Remind me, Posh, what minute did I say?
67.
67.
Usually that's when we make subs, but we've done that now. We made 2 subs.
Right.
And they've been the right ones.
Right, I agree. This second half's gone rather quicker than I thought it would have done.
I know. We need a goal.
Yeah.
An Arsenal goal to be more specific.
Ideally. Yeah.
Right. Let's see what AFC always is all about then. I can't see it. My windows are...
I did not see it. Overall, the moon is quite bright here tonight. I can see clearly now the rain is gone.
I might not get to see much cricket on Sunday. By the way, it's scheduled to rain then. If it's going to be a torrential downpour, like guaranteed, come Sunday, then I don't know if I'll go or not. So I might have to keep that in mind. So
every chance you could join me on the chat-along on Sunday then?
I'd say there's a 15% chance. 1-5.
1-5. Well, ladies and gentlemen, if you want to join me and Sam Wilson, we are doing a double. Why have I got
Ooh.
doing a gathering? We'll be on back on the break. Why have I still got that on here? Right.
Oh, careful. Atalanta now.
Production
Go
error.
on, Saliba.
Me and Sam Wilson will certainly be here for a double watch along. We have come to an arrangement for the ladies' game and for the men's game against Manchester City. Hopefully, Bertie can join us if the rain doesn't interrupt his cricket exploits. Right. Hopefully that banner's gone. Thank you. It's taken.
My word! Quadrado with an effort there.
It's taken me another 20 minutes before anyone mentioned that. So, jeez. Right-footed drive goes above David Raya, outside the penalty area, and not on target. We play on.
Have we had a shot? Have we still had a shot yet, apart from the free kick?
Maybe it'll come in a minute.
Really poor if that is the case. Oh God. Oh, Atalanta
No, we haven't got God playing, unfortunately.
No, it's not a tag match at Backlash. 67 minutes, by the way.
Hey, you watch, you're coming to counter attack right now.
Oh, it could be the other way around.
No, don't make me look like an idiot, because I have half the brain that you do.
Atalanta sensing there's 3 points to be won here. Yes. I think they're more likely that the fans are up for it. Look at them doing this. That's a good ball. Deal with that. Raya gets there. Well done, Raya.
I don't know if it's the best
Rolls
throw
out
out,
too quickly for my liking.
But you know, it's still good. It's still good.
Sam Wilson, I'm almost falling to sleep. I don't blame you, but
Hello, son.
You've got us to wait. You've got us to keep you awake, Sam.
What's the point in falling asleep? We're having a lovely time. Second half has been better than the first, says Nick Nack.
It's not saying a lot,
but it's been a tactical masterclass,
which was saved. But yeah,
I suppose that does make it quite eventful, doesn't it? At least I do have a short to create from that, so that's fun.
Saliba's down.
What happened to him there? Oh dear.
Oh no. Hopefully
it's still good.
Right.
Couple of changes for Atalanta, mate. I'm going to jump off headset for a minute, all right?
Yeah, Zabacosta's coming off. Retegui's coming on. Zaniolo is on. And Bellanova's on. Waited all week to watch Champions League football for us like we never kicked a ball before. Some people say we're missing Odegaard, but I don't know. It's not been good. It's not been good. Only one shot on target, and that was the free kick. Yet you see how Inter play at the Etihad, and you see us play. It's just... Yeah! Another game where we've missed a striker. Only we had 3 months to sign one. Phase 5 and all that. Inter beat Atalanta 4-0. Is that, see? This is what I mean. Well, why do you want Simone Inzaghi to replace Arteta? Right.
I don't know. I thought Havertz has done quite good in midfield today.
The experiment was over a long time ago, Sam, but because Odegaard's not available and we've got no depth for him because we sold Smith Rowe, there's not much choice.
Leave the memories alone, mate. Emil Smith Rowe barely played 2 seconds in the last 3 years, so I wouldn't worry about it. Right. Okay.
And that's thrown to us.
I also think Inter beat Atalanta 4-0 without Lookman. I think he was dropped for that game.
Oh, hello. Sterling's coming on and Calafori's coming on. Saka's
Timber
coming off.
and Saka.
That's interesting.
That is
Calafori's
interesting.
on.
Is it a case of managing minutes?
What have you made of Saka's performance? Because
Not the best tonight, to be fair. I think he's been quiet, but then the attacking players of Arsenal have been quiet tonight.
We've all our attackers been quiet.
However, what I will say is I think we've defended pretty good tonight for the majority of it, apart from the penalty situation. So look, and so we're still 0-0. 73 minutes gone. I'm not over worried. Interesting to see Calafori at left back now.
Yes, I agree with Nick Knapp. Your defence is the best part of the team. I agree.
Yeah.
And goalkeeper. Oh.
So try and sweep a shot in there. Number 7. Number 7 for Atalanta.
Quadrado.
Thank you.
Quadrado with the shot. He's had a bit of an impact since he come on. Ooh.
Basically, you can play rubbish and not lose games. But quite handy. Yeah, I get you.
Well, this game's not over yet.
No, it's still very much 0-0, isn't it? Wouldn't it be fun for us to score back now? Oh, put your shot down, mate.
Who was that?
Martinelli.
Oh, of course it was.
Might have been offside anyway.
Another player who I wanted certain fans to be wrong about him. I really did, but this is not the same Martinelli that we knew 2 years ago. It's a completely different player.
No,
and it hurts to say that.
I get your point. I think he needs to run the games, mate. That's what he needs. He needs to run the games. I'd expect to see him
this season. You can't, apart from coming on as a sub at the Brighton game.
Not every game, yeah. I expect to see him on next midweek. Is next time I expect to see him. I.e. in terms of Bolton. Yes, Nick Nack. He needs a goal or two to boost his confidence. Of course he does.
He needs to have a Kai Havertz moment against Brentford.
What a good bit of captaincy that was from Odegaard.
So that was Bournemouth. I'm talking about the Brentford one where he won the game via a Havertz header. Right. Free kick to Arsenal. Come on. Whip it in. Get Gabriel's head on it. Or Saliba's.
I don't know. That'd be boring.
Just get a goal, please.
Sterling to score. That'd be nice. That was
Oh,
dreadful.
useless.
I'm sorry, mate. Who took that? Was that really? Was that Declan?
It was.
I'm going to have to go and think about my life.
That sums the game up, really. Sums us up. Oh my God, he's giving it away. Come on, do something. What is that? Keep giving it away again.
Right, so we've got about 12 minutes to play. What are you thinking, Porsche, in terms of do we need to make any more changes? Or what?
I can't wait to go to bed. It's what I'm thinking. I don't know. I think we've got one more sub
not
left.
particularly helpful at this stage.
No. And giving away a throw-in to Atalanta.
Should point out Monaco are 2-1 up if you didn't already know against Barcelona. Right, so 11 minutes to play.
There'll be some stoppage time, of course, because of the penalty check.
Yeah. Agreed. 1, 2, 3, 4 subs made into substitution windows. So I think have we got one substitution left?
I think so.
Now
We've basically gone to one of the best teams in Serie A and matched them in their own backyard. Nothing to be too ashamed of. Look,
I agree.
We've got Inter as well to play, and they're a better team. But it's just the way we've been playing, attack-wise, has been borderline awful to watch. Defensively, yes, we were all right, but it's just the way we're playing. Like even George Graham will look at it and go, "God, that's boring."
He'd be loving it with George.
Well, I don't know. I think even he might find it a bit too boring.
So, looking at a potential last substitute to make, the only feasible one I can come up with for you is Nawari.
Yeah, I thought you were going to say that. Atalanta are making another change by the looks of it.
Perhaps not straight away though.
Mm.
As we carry on the play, Declan
Yeah.
Rice. I do have to apologise. I'm sort of on full daddy mode as well right now, so you have to excuse me a little bit.
Mm.
My little girl's is getting a bit tired. It's getting quite late here in the UK.
Just make her watch this match. That'll send her to sleep.
Don't even go there,
Please
Posh.
stop.
Honestly, I've been up since 3 a.m. this morning, mate. So don't even go there. So, with that being said, if you haven't already liked the stream, please make sure you do so.
Still time to create an opportunity or two.
Mm-hmm.
But we've not done that the whole game. That's my problem.
Booyaka, booyaka, that's my problem.
Okay, Declan Rice wins a header from the Atalanta's keeper. Oh no, Martinelli's no, he won't catch up to that. Martinelli's missed 2 sitters. The one thing he missed was the shot. Yeah. I think we need to have some conversations about Martinelli, you know. I wanted certain fans saying that he's finished to be wrong, but
he needs to get
right,
some
you know.
games, mate. I don't see.
He's played all the games.
No,
this
he
season.
hasn't.
Apart from
he hasn't.
The Brighton game, he came on as a sub for the majority of the second half. So he has played all games. He has played all games.
Right. Okay. You're going to lose me audio in a minute for a minute. Okay.
And Atalanta on the ball here. Passing it around the back. Gabriel heads it away, only for an Atalanta throw. 84 minutes gone. Atalanta are making 2 subs.
Right, at this stage, Posh, I've got to say you probably won't see me on the screen at the moment.
No worries.
However, I don't think this is an absolute disaster. I'm looking forward to the last minute dagger. That's what I'm looking forward to.
For what team?
Well, which one do you think, sir?
It's not been a gung-ho performance. It's been less defend stoutly, and if we snatch something on the break, it's a bonus. Yeah, well, we could defend all that, but what if Atalanta get the last-minute dagger? Then it would have all been for nothing. That's the thing.
We'll see,
That's
mate.
what we've got to be careful of.
I think it's been a tough game for both sides, in fairness. Try and find any clear-cut opportunities have been far to come by.
Knickknacks, as I called 0-0 ages ago. That could be the result of the Etihad, you know. If we keep playing the way we're doing away from home. If Saliba pockets Haaland again.
I don't know. Maybe should maybe I don't know, bench our best players like Stacker and then play someone like I don't know. put California and play 5 at the back and maybe defend for our lives, and maybe we'll see if we can win.
What are we doing? Oh, hang on. Oh, good defense there.
That's exactly what we're doing, mate. We're defending very well.
Mm.
However, it is a corner to Atalanta.
Mm.
86 and a half minutes on the clock. In it comes. Well, they're not going to get anything immediately from it. Ball's gone beyond the halfway line. Atalanta will try and retrieve it. You have to, probably about this sort of stage, you have to think a little bit long term. Yeah, it's probably frustrating, but away from home, 1 point rather than nothing. I don't know.
But it's the way we've played that's doing my head in. Like, it's so our attackers, apart from the sitter that Martinelli missed, non-existent.
Yeah, but I'm focusing on how we've defended. Just for the fun of it, to be winding you up, to be honest.
No worries. It's the beauty of these streams.
Yes, sir. You know it. A free kick to Arsenal here.
Nick Knack says the home games are key. Win those and pick up draws away, and it's job done. And he says that Saliba is he's the rock at the back.
If you smell what he's cooking.
Saliba's a brilliant player, and we're lucky to have him. And the thing is, with these good players we have, if we don't pick up any silverware soon, good players like Saliba and even players like Rice and Gabriel as well will think, hang on, what am I doing? Wasting my time here. I want to go somewhere where we win trophies. And that's why we got to win silverware sooner rather than later.
That's what football's about, Push. You're right. Picking up silverware.
Lookman's coming off.
Jolly good.
Pasalic and Smardzic are coming on. Pasalic, I've heard of. You don't win the Champions League in the first group game. No, I get that, but it's just been a bad watch, really, overall.
I don't know what you're talking about. I've had a lovely time.
The game itself has been a bad watch. This stream has been quality.
And if you like what you've seen already, coming into the last minute, make sure you have liked the stream. Please subscribe to Gooner Gathering. That's what we are here for. And if you haven't already subscribed to Boss Bertie's channel, please make sure you do so to him. Thank you very much. Ben White with a throw to Sterling.
Oh. Yeah. That wasn't good from Sterling. See why Chelsea wants to dump you. AFC always says, without set pieces, we're rubbish.
That's
the attack. The attack's been non-existent, my friend.
No, it's been reserved.
Nick Knack says, I think the format's partly to blame. Not enough at stake this early in the group.
It's a load of rubbish.
3 points.
This format is a load of nonsense, and I'm going on record for this. How can this be fair?
This is the Super League.
But it's not, though, is it? Because how can this be fair when we're having an away leg here at Atalanta when they're not coming to the Emirates? How can that be fair?
It's a weird format. 4 minutes at a time.
It's a load of nonsense.
At least against what they consider top opposition. I know, look, Atalanta, I get it. They're not pushovers. No, they're no pushovers. They are current Europa League champions.
Yeah.
But the way we played, as I've said, I mean, you never know. We've got 3 more minutes. We could have a last-minute dagger here if we're not careful.
We've been very disciplined, is what we've been, sir. other than the penalty that obviously got conceded. But there you go.
Well, Raya saved that penalty.
And the rebound, which was the highlight of the game.
Absolutely. Corner to Atalanta. Bath versus Northampton Town is being advertised during a Champions League game. You
What?
love to see it.
Are you actually serious? What are you talking about?
They advertised it on the
On
top
BT
corner,
Sport
top-
on TNT. What? What? Are you serious?
There we go.
I don't know if you mentioned it. Monaco 2-1 up against Barcelona, and
Is that rugby? Oh yeah, it could be rugby for all I know. Could be.
and yeah, Atletico Madrid 1-1 at the moment with Leipzig. Arsenal just got to be a bit careful here. Last thing we could do with his last goal, last minute dagger, like Posh said. Freya does well. We've literally got 2 minutes to play. We are in injury time. This is unusual, sir. We don't normally do 0-0, do we?
No. It's the Newcastle game at the Emirates and the Man City game at the Etihad.
Absolutely right.
Last chance saloon now.
Yeah. As Arsenal are in possession. Goes.
If we win this, it'll be the jammiest thing ever. But yeah,
that'll be the most tactical
we'll take it,
played. Yeah, we'll take it. I don't think you're going to get anything out of that ball on the left-hand side. It goes straight out of play. It's thrown to Atalanta. Yeah, you might struggle to get anything out of that sort of play, unfortunately. Perhaps this hasn't been the most thrilling of Guna Gathering streams that we've ever done, but it could be a very important point at the end of it.
Well, I remember you in the first half saying that you wanted to win this and you weren't going to take a draw. What's changed?
You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. Nothing's changed. Nothing's changed at all. This is why we're going to go on the attack right now from the left-hand side. We're going to whip the ball in right now.
Come on, last chance saloon here. Whip it in.
And it's going to go straight into the net. What a goal. That was amazing. What a goal. Well,
defensively, yes, we were good, but attack-wise, completely non-existent. And people blame, we missed Odegaard and all that. You have to make with what you've got, and I'm sorry, but attack-wise, we were completely non-existent. No, scratch that. Once, and it was that sitter from Martinelli. I wanted the anti-Martinelli lot to be wrong, because I know that he can be a good player. There is a player in there, but unfortunately, the player's not in there at the moment. And you say that he needs game time. He has played all of the games so far. The Brighton game, he came on as a sub for a big portion of the second half. So technically, yeah, he has played all the games. That's 5 games now in all competitions and 5 stinkers. I'm sorry, but it's not good enough. And Gabriel Jesus was awful as well. And Thomas Partey as well, fouling with the penalty. I think a lot of people, I think I'm being proven wrong here when it came to Martinelli and Partey. So I will admit I got proven wrong here when I wanted to say they're good and wanted them to do well. They're not up to it at the moment. And the only players that can clap the fans are the defenders. The attackers should hang their heads in shame.
And the goalkeeper.
And the goalkeeper, of course. But it's not attack-wise. I'm sorry. It was not good. Not good.
Yeah. Yeah, in some ways I will agree with you. and yeah, you're right. Champions League, we want to make a start, decent, make a sort of put a stamp in the competition. No, I don't think we've done that tonight. I don't think we have. What we have done is we've come away from a tricky game against Europa League champions without conceding a goal. That is something. And yeah, it'll be interesting to see how we go from here to Sunday. That's what I think right now.
I mean, yeah, I think it'll be more of the same. It'll be 11 defenders behind the ball, and yeah, but you got to do what you got to do at the Etihad. If it's you've got to get that all important result at the Etihad, of course. But I just have a feeling we're going to play the same way and just.
I don't know.
I
don't know, mate.
But you can disagree with me, but at least Inter Milan made a 0-0 draw at the Etihad more entertaining. And as Nick Nack said,
did they though?
Inter Milan beat Atalanta 4-0. And anyway, speaking of Nick Nack, he's talking about Brest. Isn't that nice? Big win for Brest. Their first ever European outing.
I'm not sure that's quite how it's said, but it's close.
Brest, that's what they're called. They beat.
Yeah. Are they better than all the rest?
Sturm Graz. There we are.
G'day.
Monaco, Atletico Madrid have beaten RB Leipzig, 90th minute winner. Something we couldn't do.
Oh, geez,
yeah.
You won't give up, will you?
No, it's the attack. It's Martinelli. It's Jesus. Players like that who I'm really disappointed with, and I'm tired. I'm gonna go to bed. Sorry, but no, you do not need to apologise. We have wholeheartedly appreciated your company today, Nick Nack.
Absolutely, Nick Nack. No worries. It's great to have you here.
This stream, it's safe to say I think this stream's been more entertaining than the Arsenal match itself. But no, thank you very much.
I'm looking forward to going back through it and trying to find some highlights. That's for sure.
The rare penalty. That's about it.
Yeah, I'll be putting that up for sure. I'm not sure you'll see certainly me resurface until the Man City game. I will leave it up to my Gooner Gathering colleagues if they want to make an appearance. We will decide that off air. But we are going to head out of here after a goalless 0-0 draw at the first Champions League game of our season, ladies and gentlemen. I'd like to thank Posh Bertie for joining me on the commentary as always. One thing we can say about us, mate, we make it entertaining. Doesn't matter the result.
Yes, absolutely.
Ladies and gentlemen, there is the social media, the links to find everybody on our wonderful channel. Our channel managed to achieve 340 plus subscribers literally today, and that is all down to you supporting the channel and doing what you do with the channel and liking the streams and sharing them over to your friends. We very much appreciate that, and I will throw it to my broadcast partner before my voice goes again for about the third time in about 3 weeks. So Bosch, where can they find you on social media?
You can find me on X at Posh Bertie. My Instagram's at Bertie Wanless. I run Gooner Gathering's Instagram account, which is at Gooner Gathering, where, of course, we watch Arsenal, park the bus so you don't have to.
Thank you very much indeed, Bertie. Been a pleasure as always, sir. You can find me at Goonerly Meads on X. You can find all of us on the channel at Gooner Gathering. I certainly have got scheduled on Sunday a double watch along stream. Certainly myself and Sam Wilson will be back to back streams for the women's WSL opener against Manchester City, followed by the all-important game at the Etihad, Manchester City against Arsenal men's. Whether one of my colleagues will do something before then, we'll wait and see. But thank you very much for joining us today. Make sure before you head out, hit that like button. Goonly Meads and Posh Bertie are heading out of the doors right now. Thank you for watching. We will see you very soon indeed. Thank you very much for watching.